Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to another episode of the Just for Giggles podcast. I'm your host, Aubrey Friedrich, and as you guys can see, I think, I'm with another guest. Round of applause. Yes. You can introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name is Melaina. I'm Aubrey's cousin.
Yes. And for those of you who have been here for a while, you'd know that I every once in a while mention Dancing with the Stars. And if any of you guys follow along, you know the season just ended. So we're going to give our debrief. But before we do that, I have a little bit of a message for Melaina's boyfriend. I'm not going to mention your name because for your privacy, but we worked around your schedule because you threw a fit that she was going to come here to record. And that made me very upset because from the way things look right now, the two of you are going to be spending every single day for the rest of your lives together. So I think you can sacrifice a couple hours to let her hang out with me. Okay, love you, kid. You're our third wheel. That's all. Back into the episode. So, to start off at the very, very beginning. Take everything I say and all of my opinions with a grain of salt because I have zero dance experience. I have 2 left feet. I'm the most uncoordinated person ever. The most I can do is a cartwheel and the splits. And I only ever started watching the show like halfway through last season because my sisters were watching it. And then I started watching it. I was like, wait, this is super cool. And I've been watching it since. And you?
I have 15 years of competitive dance experience, so I know a lot about dancing, and I've been watching this season since 2022, so I've been watching for a while now. So I feel like I have a good amount of things to say.
Period. Didn't you? You told me the other day that it might have actually been yesterday or today. You told me you went to one of the tours.
Oh yeah, I did go to one of the live shows. It would have been like the 2023 season, but I went in 2024.
Right. Mm-hmm. And as of right now, our plan, I feel like I'm leaning out of frame, but
no, well, I didn't go to one of the live shows. I went to the tour. One of the tour shows.
Yeah.
The tour shows.
Yeah. As of right now, the two of us are planning to go to one of the tour shows. Mm-hmm. Which one we have absolutely no idea. Yeah. One of the Ohio shows of which one of the celebrities is going to be there to co-host, but there's not going to be anybody additionally. So
sadly, no.
I know, but it's Ohio, so
yeah.
Okay. Before the season, once the cast was first announced, what were your thoughts of the cast?
I only knew a couple of the people, like Alex Earl.
I did not know who Alex Earl was.
I've heard of like the Mormon Wives before, but I've never watched the show or anything.
Me neither. I probably never will. No hate. I don't know. Dancing with the Stars is the most reality TV you'll probably ever see out of me.
Yeah,
honestly.
Me too.
Let's see. I know they announced Robert first before they announced anybody else. It was like a week or two before. I was like, this guy's going to be so much fun to watch. I'm already in his corner. I love him. And then the full thing was announced. And I was like, okay, I know who the Scott guy is because Pentatonics.
I knew him too. Mm-hmm.
I knew who Danielle was because like Boy and Girl Meets World. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. But at the very beginning, I was like, I have no idea how this is going to go. And then obviously you like figure out who's going to be good dancers, and obviously the older people start to get kicked off. Mm-hmm. So first we had Baron leave.
Yeah.
What was he even famous for?
I think like he's a basketball player or something.
Oh. Shout out athlete. That'll never be me. So who was his partner? Britt. Mm-hmm. Britt. Dynamic duo. And then we had Corey, who honestly I thought was going to go home like the first time. Wait, wasn't the first one double elimination?
Yeah, it was Baron and Corey.
Yeah, so. But they were both so much fun. And next we had Lauren go home. And
she did not deserve to go home.
How are you feeling? No. Pissed. That was so funny. And did you see that, like, yeah, you definitely saw that Brandon didn't actually get the tattoo, but thought about getting the tattoo to match Ezra's nothing tattoo. That made me laugh so hard. And then we had Hilaria go home. She's from Secret Lives of... Where's she from? Where's she from?
She's famous for, like, her husband or something.
What?
Yeah.
Who's her husband?
Alec Baldwin.
Who is that?
I don't know. I've just heard of him.
Look him up. Look him up.
I think he has something to do with, like, movies and stuff.
Oh. I'm very intrigued. Because if she's not the famous one, what is she doing on the show? I don't know.
It says he's an American actor and film producer.
Oh.
I think they might have, like,
Take a look at his age real quick. 67.
I think they might have, like, a show, like, their own show with their family or something. I think that might be what it is. I don't really know much about it or anything.
Oh. And then we had Scott go home, which I didn't think he was going to go home that soon.
Neither did I.
Like, when the cast was first announced, I thought he was going to be, like, I didn't think it was finale material, but I didn't think he was going to go home as soon as he did. And then our homegirl Jen went home. Jen was an icon. And Jan, oh my gosh, Jan
is hilarious.
One of my favorite things besides the dances from the season is whenever they let him control the live streams.
I've only tuned into, like, one of the live streams. I haven't seen about it.
I see, like, the videos like of, like, the funny parts, quote unquote funny parts, or, like, whenever he goes solo live.
Or even just his TikToks.
Yes, like, what are some really funny things that he said? Or, like, his dead to me list, like, who's on the dead to me list. Oh my gosh. Live, laugh, love. I'm losing it.
Well, I don't think his first language is English.
Really?
So it's hard for him to, like, pronounce things sometimes, and I've seen some compilations of that, and it's really funny.
And then Danielle went home, which, excuse my crazy expression, but I thought Andy was going to go home before Danielle.
Yeah, definitely.
But I low-key have to admit, for, like, the first half of the season, I was a hardcore Fandy. But I got to the point where I was like, it's time for him to go home. And
then
I was
Danielle never a Fandy.
Whatever. But it got to the point where I was like, it's time for him to go home. But
yeah,
I think he was just a really likable guy, and he was just, like, you know, the funny old guy.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. And then I think the biggest shock to me out of the entire season was when Whitney went home.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought she was going to make it to the finale, and maybe, like, Elaine wasn't going to make it to the finale. I was, like, stunned. I sent you my reaction to it, and I literally like, I dropped my phone, and I turned around to Maisie, and I was like, I can't believe that just happened. And I know there's people out there that are just as stunned as me.
Yeah. But
absolutely crazy. And that brings us to the finale, where there's so much to unpack. Because for the last couple weeks, we've been nonstop sending things back and forth to each other. Because by the finale, we were on opposing teams. Because since the cast was announced, I was on team Erwin low-key, like, yeah. And I don't want to hear any hate. I don't want to hear, he got sympathy votes because his dad's dead. He got sympathy votes because Bindi won. Are we for real? I think the other people brought up his dad more than he did. Yeah. And his sister has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it's cool, but Robert's talent is completely separate from Bindi's talent.
I was on Team Alex. Just because I feel like she was just a really good dancer. Like, I feel like she improved more than Robert did. Yeah. Like, he was, like, good from the get-go. I feel like he improved a little bit. Like, by the finale, he was still very good. A very good dancer. But I think Alex definitely improved the most.
Yeah. Another thing to note about me is that besides the finale, I only got to watch the last hour of every episode because I didn't get home from my day until 9 p.m. So I got to watch the last 2 hours of the finale, which was fun. So there was a lot of dances that I didn't get to see. And I spent, like, all day today because I knew we were going to sit down and do this. I was like, I need to watch as many as I can just to recap and get my mind where it needs to be and write down all of the little itty bitty things that I need to get in my head and whatnot. So there's probably still dances out there that I haven't watched, which is kind of sad. Like I probably didn't watch like Baron or Corey's dances. Will I ever? I don't know, because that's gonna be a lot of digging.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and I watched all the episodes from start to end, so I got to see everything.
Yeah. What didn't each couple did 3 dances that night?
Yeah.
They did. What were they? They did like the instant dance, the freestyle, and was it like the judge's choice or something? Or what was it?
The judges helped them. I don't know really what it was though. I forget.
Yeah. I didn't follow along a whole lot, so sorry. I know. What would you say was like, what are your thoughts on the freestyles?
The freestyles were definitely the best dances of the night.
Absolutely. Yeah. If the results were based solely on the freestyles, who do you think would have won?
That is a hard question.
I know. Or I think I've watched them all at least 5 times because I loved them so much because they were so unique.
Yeah.
And they were so different from each other.
I don't know. They were all just so good.
Yeah, they're like so hard to compare because they're so different.
Yeah. For sure.
I honestly have to think that I think Dylan would have won, low-key. Yeah. I find myself watching him, or I watched his freestyle so many times, but obviously people are going to come at me and say that, like, it's because of Danny. Like, everybody looks good when they're dancing next to Danny. There were parts during the dance where it was just him and his, like, emotion along with it and just everything with it was like...
Yeah, it was so good.
It was so good. And Alex's freestyle, that was so her.
Yeah, I know. It was
and the music choice, Man Eater and Sports Car,
yeah,
phenomenal. And the costumes were iconic.
For sure.
I loved it. And I don't really know. Like, it was awesome. Yeah. And then, oh my goodness, Elaine's. Yeah. I don't think I've ever... See, like, don't get me wrong, again, I haven't seen that many dances because I haven't been watching the show for that long, but I have never seen any sort of theater related dance piece on that show. I don't think I have
either.
And oh my gosh, when Andy Richter spawned back in during that dance, I loved it so much. And it was so creative. And like Brandon being like what's the word I'm looking for? Just like the coordinator of the auditions and everything was so much fun. And they had the girl that played in the movie, Jessie.
I don't know her name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the ginger lady.
Yeah, like
from the movie.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that. I thought that was so much fun. And I think Elaine is like, it was hard not to like her at all, considering she hurt her like ribs. How like didn't I think Robert hurt his ribs?
Hurt his ribs too, yeah.
Yeah. But Elaine being as old as she was and hurting her ribs, like, what was it? Maybe like 2/3 of the way into the season and making it as far as she did and still performing to the level that she did is so impressive.
For sure.
I will never be able to dance like that in my life. So props to literally anybody that's ever been on that show.
Yeah.
Literally ever. Also, this is like such like a pingback or whatever. So apparently Milo was robbed. Like,
yeah,
season 27.
I didn't watch his season. That was too far back.
I know. I saw he was at the finale.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that he was partnered with Whitney. So when I found out he was team or win it, I was like, yes, let's go, my man. Because I love Milo Manheim. He's an icon. He's a diva baddie. Anyway, who else? Okay, this is going to be like the most controversial take, and you're going to think I'm so like antithetical and crazy for saying this, but I think Robert's freestyle was probably my least favorite out of all the freestyles.
I agree.
But I did think, like, at the very beginning of the dance when, like, Whitney did that thing where she, like, walked over his back.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was really cool. That probably had to hurt low-key with, like, the heel of the shoe.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, that is so, like, fun and crazy to watch. And then last and certainly not least, we had Jordan's freestyle.
It was so unique.
I loved it so much.
Crazy.
I think my favorite thing about her dance in particular was that it was Jordan with a side of Ezra. Like there was so much solo Jordan that it was hard not to love. And it was such a unique style with crazy costuming, and just the overall vibe of it was so iconic. And they had Normani in there too. I loved it. And Carrie Ann said it was the best freestyle she's ever seen. And Carrie Ann is Carrie Ann. Yes. So Carrie Ann and Abba. Who does all of that voicing? Like, who is this guy?
I saw a TikTok about him a couple weeks ago. I forget who he is or what he does, but he does it for like the Australia or like England version of Dancing with the Stars too.
Wait, there's different countries that do this?
Yes. You didn't know that?
I did not know this.
Yes. I know this other influencer lady. She won it. I don't know what her name is, but wow. I saw it.
That's so educational.
Yeah, and he does the voicing for that too. Have you seen Scott's TikToks when he does?
No.
He says that voice and does it like Scott Hoying with his partner Mark Hoying, like his husband or whatever. Yeah. He makes hilarious TikToks.
Oh my gosh.
You have to watch one.
Okay, I will. The fact that Scott and Mark are like expecting, that like when that was like announced on the show, I was just like, oh, this is so awesome. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it.
Did you see that Riley went to the Pentatonics tour and performed with him?
Yes, I thought that was so cool and awesome. What would you say, like, I know I said probably, like, in my opinion, the biggest shock was Whitney going home before the finale, or even Danielle going home before Andy. What was, like, the biggest shock to you during the season?
That Andy stayed that long? Because I thought he deserved to go home, like, a couple weeks in.
Watching, like, the bipolarness or whatever of all of the viewers online, it's, like, so fun. Because there was, like, the Fandies and the Andy needs to go home now crowd, or, like, the Robert crowd and the Alex crowd, or like I saw this one TikTok and it was like this girl being like, I don't know if I should vote for Robert or Alex, and Elaine was in the comments and she was like, I have a suggestion. Vote for me. And it was like a picture of something. It was like a kid raising their hand. And I was like, I love it. I love it. I love how chronically online some of these people are.
Ezra's in everyone's comments.
Ezra is everywhere. He's like one of, like, oh my goodness, when I met him earlier this year, he was just so, like, he was just like a big bottle of sunshine. Like, he was just such a fun human to be around.
Yeah.
I hope that if we eventually do buy tickets, because we still have yet to do that, and if we are presented with the opportunity to meet him, you will experience the same thing, because he's such a fun person. I feel like him and I would be friends, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely feel
that. Out of all of the dances, because there's probably 50 dances this season?
Oh, way more than that.
Way more than that?
Way more than that.
I don't know. Which dance would you say was your favorite?
I don't know.
Because we got Wicked Night, we got Dedication Night, we had
I can't remember, like, every single thing.
I know, I had to, like, go back and study up.
Just off the top of my head, from seeing it so recently, I think Alex's freestyle.
That one is so... I think all the freestyles are just, like, their own beasts.
Yeah.
I know I said this a little bit ago, but Dylan's freestyle up on the board... Honestly, all of the freestyles are on there. Yeah. But if I'm not talking any of the freestyles, I feel like Robert's Dedication Night one was so good.
Oh, yeah.
That one was fantastic. I loved it. Also, honestly, when it comes down to, like, any dance, or, like, specifically the freestyle dances, I feel like subconsciously we're all drawn to the spectacle of it all. Like, what do their costumes look like? Are they big, sparkly, flashy, or whatever?
Yeah.
What's the set look like? What are the lights doing? What are the background dancers doing? And it's just subconsciously what draws us in and makes it more entertaining. Or, like, the big, sparkly ones that are, like, upbeat and crazy are they're fun to watch, or like the lyrical ones or something, contemporary, what I don't know dance styles that well. And something that was so fun about Dylan's in my mind was that it was so simple, and elegant in a sense. And I loved the part where they were like on the floor, and like the camera was over them. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that for sure just like
stunning.
touched everyone's emotions.
I know, it took so much in me to not like cry. And when they got in that like water bed thing, I was like, that is so insane. Oh my goodness. Another freestyle thought. Did you see on like Ezra's TikTok that there was a part of their freestyle where they were going to take a plate and they were taking plates and throwing it on the ground?
No, I did not see that.
Production said they couldn't do it because it was a safety hazard.
Oh. Wow.
And he posted that, and there were people in the comments being like, but Daniela and Dylan were allowed to be in water. Like, that's like
I saw a TikTok where Alex and Val were gonna be in like a dirt pit for one of their dances.
They were in one for Halloween.
Yeah, well, I think they ended up going in using mulch instead or something like that, but they're actually I saw a video of Alex actually covered in dirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. And I was like, that's a little weird, but okay.
Another thing that I thought was absolutely crazy, like, there were no, like, actual showmances this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's, like, a massive relationship tree throughout the entirety of the show. Like, the only thing that's, like, really crazy is Jenna's married to Val. Alan and Emma are dating, even though Emma was married to
Sasha.
What else is going on?
Pasha and Danny are married.
Sorry. I literally met them. What the heck? There's just a massive love tree going on within that franchise.
Do you know that Haley, like the troop member, is Jenna's niece?
No way.
You didn't know that?
I feel like I did. On TikTok the other day, it was like somebody like explaining all of the lore. Yeah. And I tried to understand as much of it as I could, but I was like, there is so much going back so many years.
Yeah.
I saw this TikTok, it was a couple weeks ago, and Alan actually had hair on his head. What? I know. I was like, wait, who is this guy?
Do you know that there's like a Dancing with the Stars like juniors?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Haley was on that, and I watched that season. I remember Haley was like one of the pros or whatever. So and then they like brought her back for now. She's on the troop.
Didn't you tell me that Riley was on juniors?
Yeah, Riley was too before she was a pro.
Yeah, and Lindsay was a pro at one point.
Yeah.
Did she like retired quote unquote to when she like decided to settle down and have kids?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and they're expecting a third.
Yeah,
that's so
I know.
exciting.
I've seen that.
One of my favorite parts from the season, outside of the dances, was when the camera like pans to Sage and she's just sitting there like. Yes. What other fun parts of the show were there besides the dances itself? Because I know another one that like takes the cake is when Andy and Alan kissed. Did you see that?
Yes, I see that on TikTok, and
I was like, what the hell just happened?
Okay.
It's like I did not expect that. I was like, maybe it's like a Jewish thing or something. Bromance for sure. I don't discriminate in any capacity.
He's dating Emma.
I know. And I feel like Andy's probably married, but...
Yeah, he is.
Exactly. But, bros for life.
Yeah.
Bros before. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, that's... It made me laugh so hard. And even, like, Emma commented on it. Or, like, there was this whole thing when there was, like, this picture of Emma and Alan kissing. And everybody was joking because Alan had his eyes open. Did you see that this morning, because it is Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, I hope y'all had plenty of turkey. I ate a lot because I live on a turkey farm and there's turkey everywhere. It was really good. So I've been like tired all day because turkeys sleep hormones or something. Did you see that on Good Morning America? Alan dresses up a potato. Yes. Because like didn't Alona dress as a potato last year on Good Morning America? Alona dressed as a potato on national television at some point. Because I know that like she might have like tweeted about it or something and said somebody tweeted about it and said friends who dress as a potato together like are like I don't know, they like stay together or something, and I was like, this is so funny. I want a potato costume. Although like honestly, I'm I don't know. I'm such like a bipolar person because I love going out, but I also love staying in.
Yeah,
If
me
it's
too.
after
Me
9
too.
p.m., don't really invite me anywhere unless it's an emergency. Or unless this plan is like made several days in advance. Like if it's
Yeah.
a last minute thing and it's after 9 p.m., don't even try. Don't even try because I'm probably getting in the shower.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time for that. Oh, another thing that I loved like watching throughout the season is Brandon and his wife Briley
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
I follow her
recreate.
on TikTok and I
Yeah,
see all of it.
yeah, when they tried to recreate like all of the crazy dance moves that specifically Danny did, like the
Mhm.
one where like Dylan was like holding her like parallel to the floor,
Oh yeah.
and she was like,
Swimming her kicking
I
her
know, I was like,
legs.
how on earth, like the core strength
Yeah.
that this woman has is insane. Like all of these girls need to drop their ab routine because like Jenna,
For
Alex, and
sure.
Danny are like probably the most athletic women ever. Like I don't. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok of Briley and Brandon today that
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna try to do where I think Robert or Whitney flips over each other or something, but instead they
Mm.
opted for Jordan and Ezra's like something, I don't really know. But they have really short ceilings in their apartment or wherever they live. So and they're both like tall.
Tall,
So it's
tall.
hard for them to do everything.
Yeah. Another. I was just thinking about this. Um, Jumping over each other made me think of early on in the season when Robert jumped over Whitney. And it
Oh
was like a
yeah.
crazy thing because everybody was like, this guy has no dance experience and he pointed his toes while doing that. Like
Yeah.
that's something that's like ingrained and like they probably spent forever working on
Yeah,
that.
for
And I was
sure.
like, that is so impressive. And I saw that he's like donating like a lot of the money he earned doing the season
Oh, for
during
real?
the season to like he's donating it somewhere.
Mm.
And he's like such an advocate for like women and like endometriosis like research and stuff.
Oh yeah, for real?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I could just be full of crap, but if not, then I'm sure a good chunk of it's going to the Australia
Oh
Zoo.
yeah, for sure.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, protect the wildlife or
Yeah.
whatever. Another thing in the world of Robert, him and how do you pronounce her name? Sochi.
Sochi. Sochi.
Sochi.
Mm-hmm.
I never know how to say it because it's
Yeah, because
spelled in such.
her and
It,
Val won
yeah, it's spelled
a
in
couple of
such a
years ago.
unique way.
Yeah.
But like that whole dance thing was they were so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
as who said it? Was it Derek that said it, like mentioned their chemistry and they both like
Oh
busted
yeah.
up laughing? And I remember some sort of like paparazzi or news person like asked Robert after the fact if they were a thing.
Yeah.
And Robert did such a good job of like
Avoiding
avoiding the
it.
question.
Yeah.
He was like media trained so well,
Mhm.
unlike Jan.
I
He
saw a
has
TikTok.
not a bone of training in his life. He is so unhinged.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok today about Sochi and Robert of them hugging after the finale, and everyone's like, ooh.
Ooh. So at this point, what are we?
Yeah.
Like that's so insane. Or in the when they brought like past champs on,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, they for real. Like, what are they doing? Putting Joey with Alex? Are they trying to put like
Yeah.
two of the best dancers to grace the show together?
Yeah,
To
for
like,
real.
Alex already has so many people's votes, and we're
Mhm.
bringing Joey and putting
Yeah.
her like, come on.
Yeah, but they lost something. They
Yeah.
lost one of the
They lost like the
judges' pick.
the real life
Yeah,
thing. What
yeah,
was it?
yeah.
I obviously we already know I was rooting for Robert.
Mm-hmm.
But I genuinely think after all of those dances in every season, there's no such thing as a perfect dance. There's gonna
Yeah.
somebody's foot's not gonna be pointed all the way, or somebody's gonna misstep, or something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this on TikTok today. Did you see that like Alex's like friends or something of the sort gifted her first costume,
yeah.
and she like started ugly crying. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this girl.
Yeah.
This is like
Mm-hmm.
so sweet. I during my digging today, I was like looking at all of like the costuming stuff.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things to watch throughout the season was like Ezra's reaction to Jordan's costumes.
Oh, yeah.
He was always like, "You look hot." Their friendship is like one of my favorite things ever.
So good.
I just think the chemistry between like obviously the finalist couples, because we saw the most of them, they were so good. Like Elaine and Alan, like they were hard not. Everybody
Yeah.
there was like hard to not like.
Mhm.
There was nobody that I could really hate.
Yeah.
There were so many Whitney haters though, and I don't know all of the lore behind it.
Yeah.
It's something with the secret lives of Mormon wives.
Yeah, and well, I think she like majored in dance for college or something, and so everyone was hating on her that she had dance experience. But Charlie D'Amelio was
famous on TikTok for dancing.
Yeah, and she had like competition dance experience when she was younger too, and she went and won with Mark. So yeah.
And she also dropped the F-bomb on TV and they had to bleep it. I remember watching it and I remember it just like cut out, and then Julianne was like, "We're gonna have to bleep that."
Yeah.
And I turned to Maisie and I was like, "She just cursed heavy, I'm sure."
I don't remember her saying it, but I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah. And she said like, "I effing love this show," or something like that. What other absolutely insane iconic moments from the show this season were there?
Every time Derek's on the camera, he has to wave or something.
Or like when the camera wasn't on him, he'd peep in.
Yeah, peep in. Mm-hmm.
I was like, every single time I saw him, I was like, this is like absolutely insane. Or like, this isn't like crazy iconic, but the one time Zac Efron shows the camera's always on him during like every single break, and he asked who was he sitting with? Maybe like Dylan's mom and their little sister. Mm-hmm. And he turns when he gets like 9s or whatever. He's like, "Are these good scores?" Yes, Zach, they're good scores. Yeah. It's a 9 out of 10. What are you talking about? What else was there? There's so much to unpack. And I told her before we sat down, because we were like, we need to stop talking before we debrief everything. We have nothing to talk about once I turn on the camera.
You know what we forgot to do?
What?
Watch Whitney and Mark's freestyle that they did on Call Her Daddy podcast.
Pull it up right now. Where's your phone? Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back and I just watched it and I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, what did I just watch?
Yeah, I don't know.
You were saying?
Everyone's saying that it's just that she's being a sore loser.
Oh! That's what... I feel like there's a lot of Alex fans that are saying that, again, with like the whole sympathy voting thing. Mm-hmm. But it's genuinely so hard to... Because the two of them have been at the top of the leaderboard for like a good chunk of the like the last portion of the season. But I think a lot of it had to obviously do with the fan votes, and something I wish that we could see was the actual numbers.
Yeah.
Because for the last couple of weeks, they're like, we've received the most votes of like the entire history of the show. Like, let's say the actual numbers so we know you're not lying to us or something.
For real. Mm-hmm.
So I appreciated when they said that each of them received they received like 72 million votes during the finale or something.
But it was really close.
That number is so wrong, but it was quote unquote so close.
Yeah.
But I think a good chunk of it was probably the fact that Robert's a hot man in his early 20s. So that definitely had something to do with it, at least for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm partially included, but he's also very talented. Mm-hmm. Rightfully so. Excuse me. Did you see? I saw this like earlier today. Because I think last night my sisters and I were talking about it or something, that all of like the pink finale dresses were prom dresses.
Yeah, when I first saw them, I was like, those look like prom dresses I've seen in the store before.
I know, I was like, Alex's looks extremely prom-like. Like, I feel like I've seen it, but in a different color. Tower School's prom.
Yeah, I saw somebody post that they're like, oh yeah, Jordan had my prom dress on.
I know. I immediately opened the comments to see if any of like the pros or celebrities or even Jordan commented. And there's nothing. So who knows if someone's commented by now. Yeah. But I've scrolled so much since then. It'd take a while for me to find that video back. But did they decide pink? Because I think somebody mentioned to me that like the season color was pink.
I never heard that.
I don't know. it was the finale color,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
They all looked really good in it.
Oh my
so.
gosh. Speaking of crazy outfits, there were some episodes where I was like, Julianne, what
Yeah,
are you
what's she
wearing?
wearing?
What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Or I think some of like the episodes, like the girls' hair, it was just like so good.
Mhm.
And like Halloween night, like the makeup was
Yeah.
absolutely insane. I don't know. Maybe it's like the cosmetology license and I live in that world in me, but it was phenomenal. I don't even know what to say. There was something else in the back of my mind that I was going to say, and I forgot it. But that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. But back to Whitney. Like, I also feel like, I don't know if that's like, is like being a sore loser. Like, not necessarily. Like, I get her and Mark were like upset they couldn't make it to the finale.
Yeah.
But like, why did they make a freestyle?
When did they make that freestyle?
I don't know.
Do you
because the podcast episode came out today that it got,
know?
or last night or something like that. And then they talked about because I've been seeing rumors about how Whitney is going to be on Broadway or something in a show. And then the host of the podcast was like, "Can you tease about what you're going to be doing?" And she was like, one of the dances that me and Mark did, something about that is something she has going on. So people think it's like the Hamilton or like one of the other dances they did to like a Broadway song is what she's going to be on, like on a show.
Oh my gosh. When they danced to the room where it happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was such a good dance. I honestly think I voted for her that night because I loved that dance so much. Because again, that was like that and Elaine's like finale thing were like the only two like theater related songs or like dances, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it because I'm a big Hamilton fan.
Yeah.
And the way they did it was just so good. There's so many more notable dances that I'm sure I just can't remember. Or like somebody danced to a Taylor Swift song during the season. Or even like
Jan.
yeah, during the finale when Jan and like 4 of the girls danced to the Fate of Ophelia. I was like, I love this.
Yeah,
I love this. I also remember like when they first announced that he was going to be in the cast, or even like throughout the season, they would all joke about a ladder.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is so funny. I love this.
Well, I think he did a dance with Jen. That was Taylor Swift.
I'm sure. What was this? I think it was Look What You Made Me Do. I don't know. Look it up. I know it was from Reputation. I know regardless, it was really good. I always looked forward to like whoever it was that like released what songs they were gonna be. What song is it?
Oh yeah, it was Look What You Made Me Do.
Yeah, I always looked forward to seeing what songs they were gonna be dancing to, and I remember when I found out that Whitney and Mark were gonna be dancing to The Room Where It Happens, or when Jen and Jan were gonna be dancing to Look What We. Yeah. I was so excited about it, and like what other ones when I was really excited when I saw that Alex was gonna be dancing to Man Eater.
Yeah,
and
you sent me what they were
and
dancing to,
Sports Car. I was like, that's gonna be awesome. Mm-hmm. Or
apparently Robert and Whitney's freestyle dance was like a really popular song too. And like the dance world.
Oh my goodness. What is the name of like the second song? Because I didn't know Black and Gold.
Yeah, that's what it was really popular.
But it was the second song.
It was like
yeah. We know what
something
we're talking about.
World. The world.
Yeah, leaving this world behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, yes, they ate that up.
Yeah.
Or there was obviously the dances where I had no idea what the songs were, and they were still phenomenal.
I remember Alex and Val danced to Radio Video. You don't know that song?
I don't think I
Move with a Suitcase. Pop music. That song.
I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, talking so much. I gotta stay hydrated. Mm-hmm. It's also the mass amount of sodium I've intaken today since it's Thanksgiving.
Mashed potatoes, noodles.
Precisely. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
You know I'm a picky eater.
That is true. You and your chicken
Noodles
tenders.
and mashed potatoes.
Oh, I love
Sweet potatoes too.
Oh no,
I like
I
sweet
don't like
potatoes.
sweet potatoes. Something about it freaks me out. I love a good green bean casserole, deviled eggs.
Oh,
Sign me up. Sign me up. We didn't have any today.
there was at the place I was out of my boyfriend's own chickens.
Period. Um, I also love noodles and mashed potatoes, and I don't know if it's. I don't like corn and sweet potatoes, so don't
I
give
like
me
corn.
that. I've asked a lot of people lately what their favorite Thanksgiving dishes are, and I've heard a lot of like the cranberry stuff.
Ew.
I have the
I don't even know
last.
if I've ever tried it though.
I know the most recent time I've had cranberry. I've had like craisins recently, but like cranberry sauce, I haven't had that since like our parish festival had it like a couple years ago because they stopped doing that. Anyway, back to the topic of the show. What was like your favorite costume from the season? I know I put you in deep thought. I loved how they put like Alex in like the Maleficent headpiece.
Oh yeah, I did like that.
Or just like the Halloween night costumes were in another world. Or like
Jordan and Ezra, where Jordan had that big wig on. It was one for like rock and roll, like Hall of Fame week or something.
That wig was, I was like, what on earth? What is this? But Jordan is Jordan. Or I loved Jordan and Ezra's freestyle costumes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I loved it was Robert and Whitney, and they were like metallic-y, and they were like bluish purple. It was one of I can't remember. It was one of like the last episodes.
I remember when Robert had like a Hawaiian shirt on.
I do remember that. I want to say they danced like jive in it or something. I could totally be full of crap when I say this, but it's like so well ingrained.
I like Alex's
mind.
Pants that she had on with like the fringe for the finale.
Yes, fringe pants.
And I saw where
in the
she
words
actually,
of Derek, you can't ever go wrong with fringe pants or something like that.
Yeah, where she actually like jeweled that own top she had on, like she did it herself.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's so iconic.
I saw a TikTok where she was thinking of ways she could like come back to Dancing with the Stars without being a dancer, and it was like being a jeweler, like doing that, or working security, or doing something else. It was funny.
Something that we have yet to touch on is the finale opening number. I loved it. I loved it. It was like such a long dance, but it was so worth every minute of watching it because all of the past celebrities were there, and they were all at some point in there with their partner. And I remember watching it and seeing all of like the pros like on the ballroom floor, and then eventually it panned up to the skybox and Riley and Scott were there, and I was like, dang, Riley, athlete running all the way up there. And
I love that they showcase like all the
I know it was just again. Like, you can't get rid of us kind of energy, like we're here forever.
Speaking of the costumes, I saw a TikTok because do you know that like Joey is like they have a podcast, Dancing with Stars. Yeah, he showed a tour of like the building that they have all the costumes.
I saw that.
Yeah, I like that.
And the fact that they like not only they get the fabrics in, they make the design of the costume.
Yeah,
they fit it to each dancer all within a week is insane.
Yeah, crazy.
Like the amount of work that goes into this production is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
which is probably why the dancers and like the entire everybody involved gets paid so much.
Yeah,
because I think I read somewhere or I saw somewhere that if you make it to the finale that you get like $350,000.
Yeah, I saw it
within the span of 4 months.
Good money.
Absolutely. That could again totally be fake.
Yeah, I think it was. I saw somebody,
but I believe it if it's real. I believe it.
I don't know if you've heard of Bobby Bones.
I've heard them.
Yeah, he verified it in the comments. He was like, yeah. That's how much we make.
What wasn't there some sort of like drama?
Oh yeah, about that, because I think that's the first. I don't know if I voted that season, but I remember that's like one of the first seasons that it was Bobby and Sharna. She's like old pro or whatever, and they won the mirrorball. I forget,
but everybody said they shouldn't have won or something.
Yeah, Nobody liked him.
Yeah, just how like everybody says that like Milo was robbed.
Yeah. I forget who was Bobby and Sharna going up against. It might have been Milo and Whitney.
Oh.
I don't know for sure though.
Oh. That's so crazy.
I could look it up. I need to look it up.
Go ahead, look it up. Did you figure it out?
It was Milo and Whitney.
Or something that I loved when I like read it after the fact was that it was exactly 11 years apart where Whitney won mirrorballs, and she won with Alfonso. And Alfonso like announced that Whitney won. Yeah. It was like insane. Cool. Like full circle.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved watching the videos of like Robert like in an American accent or like impersonating Whitney, because he was so funny. I also
when he quizzed her about different animals, did you see
I know
that?
I was like, that's so impressive. Yeah, good for her. Or I saw this like video and it was like Robert after winning the mirror ball, and he just had his tongue out in every single piece of content. I was like, that is hilarious. That is something I would do, honestly. Mm-hmm. Although you'll probably never see me with a mirror ball ever. If I ever end up with a mirror ball in my hands, it's fake. It's fake news. It's because they let me hold it for fun.
Yeah.
There is I can't dance. I cannot dance.
I definitely would be more likely to get one. Not that I would ever pursue that though.
I remember this was like a couple months ago. I went over to her house and I did the splits. This girl cannot do the splits.
I danced for 15 years and I cannot do the splits. I could in like 4th grade, but I never stayed with it.
One day I just decided I wanted to be able to do the splits, so
yeah.
I just started stretching and
I was very impressed.
I know.
To say the least.
I know. See, if I tried to do it right now, my form probably wouldn't be very good because I'd have to like warm up and whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, something that I also love about the show is that like all of the music is like live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like all of like the entire band and the singers and everything, they like make, that's not the right word. They like write up the music and then they have to practice it and the singers have to learn it all. I was like, that is like, again, so much work.
Yeah, for sure.
So much work. In the future, if like what kind of changes would you like to see in the show in the future?
Like maybe they do more dances with like different people, like other pros, or like collaborate. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think of like the instant dance thing? 'Cause I don't remember ever seeing that.
They did it last year.
They did?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was very crazy how they just thought of a dance. But I did see that Ezra and Jordan and Alex and Val both did a dance. So I think...
What do you mean did a dance?
Did a dance that they had already done. So
I think Robert and Whitney did the same thing.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But Alex and Val did, I think their first or one of their beginning dances was the cha-cha, and they did the exact same dance in like the finale.
The same choreo?
Yeah, the same choreo. Mm-hmm.
I think Danny has like some of the most insane choreographics. She's a great choreographer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Phenomenal. I think they're all great choreographers, or otherwise they wouldn't have their jobs. Let's be honest.
But people were going at like Alex and Val and Ezra and Jordan for like doing the same choreography that they had already done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's fine.
It's fine. I'm fine.
They were gonna like show the judges how much they improved from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that is fair. I think anytime there's a guest judge, I'm like, who are you?
Yeah,
like
Flava Flav. Where did Flava Flav
Who is this guy? Or like there was one week there was a guest judge and she was like actually giving quality advice.
Yeah, it was Kim Johnson,
and everybody loved her. I still have no idea who she is.
Yeah, she's a past pro.
Oh
yeah,
I had no idea who any of the guest judges were. I was just there.
The one guy from Wicked, like the producer or whoever he was.
They're on Wicked Night. Yeah, I remember him.
There's one other guy that I don't know.
I saw somebody say that they wish the judges like started like were scoring at like 3s and 4s at the beginning of the season because they're like handing out 10s too early or whatever.
Like Andy deserved.
Okay, we get it. You didn't like Andy. We get it. Or I even saw somebody say that they wish they gave out like 0.5s. And
Oh yeah, I
I
did
was
see
like,
that
I
shit.
don't know. If we're giving out lower scores at the beginning of the season, I don't know if 0.5s are necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe for the high numbers, like 9.5.
I don't know.
Because I feel like some of the dances when they were all the other judges, like two of the judges gave 10s, but the other one gave a 9. Like I feel like 9.5 would have been better.
Yeah. I feel like the freestyles are like crazy because like I feel like no matter what, you're like almost guaranteed the 30 points.
Yeah. Did
So
they all get 30s?
yeah.
Okay.
I remember like seeing the leaderboard every single week and I don't know. I think I like bandwagon joined the Whitney hate train or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think she said she like it was something about her like doing something just so she could be on the show or
Oh yeah,
something of the sort.
she joined the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for season 3 just so she could get casted for Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know, it was something like that. And I saw her at like the top of the leaderboard and I was like mad stressed or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then she still got eliminated.
Shoot, oh my gosh, there was one episode and it was some dance. I don't know. It was when they did like the team dances. It was like what were the names? It was Team Cool and Team something. I don't know.
Remember.
But one of the teams
Alfonso's team
used the same costumes that they did during one of the numbers on the tour. It was like the school-ish ones where like they had like the
no, that was
vests and the ties.
Julianne's team.
What was the name of that team?
No.
I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But I love that they try whenever they can to reuse costumes.
Yeah.
Because reduce, reuse, recycle type vibe.
I think some of the stars for the finale wore their like costumes from the show. Like
I know.
the beginning, yeah.
I remember watching it and I noticed Lauren in the yellow and I was like, didn't she get eliminated wearing that costume? And the same with Scott. I was like, wasn't he wearing blue when he got eliminated? So I mean, good to keep it like stocked and everything. And I'm sure it's probably a lot easier for men to like have other men wearing that same costume piece because obviously their proportions can't vary as much as it does for women.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of which, picking the costumes for the instant dances.
Yeah.
What was up with that?
They just like look at each other and they're like, we're wearing this.
Yeah. Or like I feel like every single time like the girl grabbed their costume immediately and then the guys were just like flustered or whatever. I feel like it'd be easier for a guy to grab a costume. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe
I feel like theirs would be more likely to match.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like every school dance ever, like the girl picks her dress and tells the guy what to buy. Yeah. So not that I would really know what that's like. Actually, no, that's a lie. I talked a guy into getting like a sparkly bow tie. So and it was iconic.
Yeah, I always just picked my dress and picked out the tie for my boyfriend.
You pick out the tie?
Yes.
That's
easier for it to match. We have to make sure it matches.
That's iconic. Yeah. Who run the world girls type energy.
Yeah.
I loved during what episode was it when they brought like Derek was in one of the dances. He was in a dance with like Danny or something, and it was so iconic, and I loved every second of it. How do you not know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
It might have just been like an opening number dance or like when the came back from commercial break or something. It was part of like a big old number. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an opening number dance.
Yeah.
But again, no clue. What was your favorite like style of dance to watch throughout the season? Besides the freestyles. Freestyles.
I don't know. Because growing up, I like the tap dancing and stuff like that, but they don't do that.
Which dances did you train in growing up?
I did ballet, tap, jazz, clogging, like that kind of thing. So I have like jazz and like contemporary experience, but I was never really like into that. But I like how on Dancing with the Stars, because all the pros are like trained Latin dancers, that they like bring out that diversity of different dances.
I feel like it's pretty easy to say that watching the contemporary dances are a lot easier to, or like they're a lot more
Mhm.
fun and understandable to watch. I think like
Yeah.
watching Paso Doble is like it's such like an awkward style or
Yeah.
something.
You have to be
Or
like stiff.
something that's like so interesting from week to week is that you have each couple dancing to a different style.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare them because
Yeah,
it's not like the same week of development with the same style.
Yeah.
So it's just like hard to look at.
Yeah, I saw on TikTok where people are saying that they should just do like the same type of dance every week
Exactly.
for all the pros or
I
all the
know.
couples.
And I don't know if that'd be like beneficial or not to
I feel
the
like it'd be
show.
more like
It'd be
harder
a
to
change.
judge.
It'd be a change for sure.
Yeah.
I noticed when I was like looking back through some photos, like I was looking at the change the mirrorball trophy itself made, because it used to be just like a disco ball on a stick, but
Yeah.
now it's like this. I mean, obviously it's still like a disco ball on a stick, but
Yeah.
now it has like the logo on it and it's like way bigger
Mhm.
and it's
And
much
it's
more glamorous.
officially the Len Goodman mirrorball
Yeah,
trophy.
who is that guy?
You don't.
I know.
You don't know who Len Goodman is?
I know. No, enlighten
I'm
me.
speechless.
I know. Cancel me.
He was
Cancel me.
a
That's right.
judge on the show. Like Derek took his spot as a judge. He was a judge on the show since the beginning, just like Bruno and Carrie Ann. But he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, that actually reminds me, during like their 20th anniversary thing when Riley and Ezra did the dance where it like honored all of like the past anything that have passed away, and it had it on the screen. I was like, oh, this is like hurt. Like it's just one of those things that like pulls at your heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Excuse me. What were we talking about before we got to that?
The mirrorball trophy.
Yeah.
And that it's called the Len Goodman trophy. Because they dedicated it to him.
Or like now they have like they engrave, that's not the right word. Like the names of the
nameplate thing.
Yeah, the nameplates on the trophies.
Yeah.
How did they have like, do you think they had like one for each 5 couples prepared so then they could just adhere it to the trophy?
I don't know.
When they won?
I saw a theory on Instagram about how the order that Dancing with the Stars Instagram account posted the couples was the order of which they got placed.
Yeah. But wasn't that post created before the episode even started? Like I feel like
it was. That's why they said they have it like that it's rigged.
People were thinking that it was rigged. Yeah. I don't know. People just need to understand that it's not that serious. It's a reality TV show. It's meant to make people angry.
Yeah.
It's, again, not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like watching like The Bachelor, Love Island, or The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, or Survivor. Mm-hmm. People are going to get mad. People are going to be like overly excited about it. People are going to invest way too much of their lives on it. Yeah. And that's life, because that's the goal of the show, is to essentially make people addicted to it and get the buzz going and make the company a lot of money.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Like, okay, so the day of the finale episode, like before it started, or even after the week after the semifinals, and we learned who the finalists were, how did you like have your predictions set? Like, who did you think was going to win? Because I mean, obviously we knew that you thought Alex was going to win, or at least you wanted her to win. Mm-hmm. But how did you have them like set up in your rankings? I
kind of figured that Robert was going to win.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah. And I think how the order was finalized, but how I thought it was gonna win. Like Elaine was gonna be 5th, Dylan 4th,
and then
Ezra.
Yeah. Let's see. I think going into it, I thought Dylan was gonna be 5th place, honestly, because I remember watching the semifinals and I watched one of his dances and I was like, he looks a little stiff in here. Mm-hmm. And again, I didn't get to watch every single dance that was done throughout the season. Yeah. So again, take all of my thoughts with a grain of salt. But then as I was watching, and specifically the freestyle, as I mentioned, I loved it so much and I thought it was beautiful. Yeah. I was like, I honestly, like, all
if it was based on that, he should have won.
Honestly, I loved it so much.
Yeah.
So then I wasn't surprised when Elaine got 5th and he got 4th. But I figured Jordan and Ezra were going to get 3rd. Yeah. And then I knew Alex and Robert were going to be top 2. Yeah. And I kind of figured Robert was going to be 1st, and I also wanted him to be 1st. And that's just I don't know. That's just how life works, I guess.
Yeah. I wasn't mad that Robert won, but I definitely wanted Alex to win. Like, I wasn't mad like
Yeah.
he didn't deserve it, blah 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 blah. Because I definitely feel like he did. But
I don't think I would have been mad if Alex won. I would have been
yeah.
a little disappointed because I was rooting for Robert
Mhm.
for so long. And I think everyone, like every person that made it to the finale, is just like as equally as deserving as the next person.
Yeah.
Because that show was gotta be so draining.
Mhm.
And it's you obviously build like insane friendships, which is probably why there's so many showmances that have
Yeah.
happened throughout the course of the show's history.
Mhm.
And props to like all of the people. Like I remember last season when they asked Joey to come on it, he said, "I'll do it as long as I get partnered with somebody that's in a stable, committed
Yeah.
relationship." And I was
Mhm.
like, props to this man. He is so awesome.
Yeah.
I remember this is like such an unrelated story, but it was the day that Zac Efron was there,
Oh
and
yeah.
Briley made that one TikTok to that one High School Musical sound where it was like, "Try." Oh my gosh, you can tell my voice is like dying. I sound hoarse. And like she like zoomed in on Zach in the distance. And she just made that
Yeah.
goofy little TikTok, and I was like, that's so iconic. But I don't know what the heck just happened in my throat. It was not pleasant. But I remember seeing like a bunch of TikToks about it was after the semifinals. um a bunch of people were like in comments, and they were like, everybody posting about Zach being there, the camera constantly being on him, is exactly why he didn't want to be there. Nobody really knows what's going on in his head. It's probably
Yeah.
why he wasn't there.
Mhm.
He's also probably really busy. I have no idea what he's up to nowadays,
Yeah.
but it was insane. And it was so much fun. Oh, do you remember the one episode where Charlie came back and she did a dance?
Oh yeah.
What episode was that? I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe it was dedication or when they did it with somebody in their family or
I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, something that I loved about excuse me, about dedication night was Jordan and Ezra's dance when Jordan dedicated it to her father, and
Mhm.
Ezra commented about how it's like so healing to him because his father like isn't in the picture, or he doesn't
Oh
have a
yeah.
relationship with it. And Jordan was like dancing with her father, and Ezra was like mimicking Jordan's movements or whatever,
Mhm.
which was quite the leap in itself
Yeah.
with putting the two of them together.
Yeah.
But I thought that was like so powerful, and it was just so amazing to
Yeah.
watch. And something I just love about the show in general is that even though it divides people on such a unique level, is that it also brings so many people together
Yeah.
in like the little ways. Because there's the little things that like are so heartwarming to see. Because like dedication night, people are bound to cry.
Yeah.
During freestyles, somebody's bound to cry.
Mhm.
And it's just so heartwarming, even
Yeah.
though people get torn up by the
Yeah.
results
I've heard a lot
unnecessarily.
of the stars and stuff say that like this has brought them together with like the whole cast and that it was
Hmm.
so good for them.
Yeah, like the friendships are just lasting a lifetime. But if you're part of any team or activity or something
Yeah.
for a long period of time, you're bound to form relationships
Yeah,
with
for
them,
sure.
and hopefully they're good, of course.
Yeah.
Because like if you start a new job, hopefully your coworkers aren't crappy. If you pick up a new hobby with a good group, try out for a new sport, hopefully you become friends with all of the people that you're involved with.
Mhm.
So I don't think this is any different. The only real difference is you're surrounded by cameras and lights and crazy
Yeah.
flashy. It's
Mhm.
just a massive spectacle.
Yeah.
So there's obviously a bunch of pressure to be this perfect person.
For
And I
sure.
feel like, because I've heard it from a lot of the like celebrities, that it's like boosted their confidence, or like they found this version of themselves
Yeah.
that they didn't know existed.
Mhm.
And I think that is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like I love every season watching the videos of like the celebrities and their partners, like their final messages to each other.
Oh yeah.
And I loved Jordan and Ezra's, because while it was still super emotional, they made it still fun and it matched like their personalities so well, because I think they're quite the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
I think all of the partnerships are so like they fit so well, and naturally that comes with spending every single day with each other. And obviously we got to see the most of the finalists' relationships, but I think it was absolutely amazing. And I think this is like a hot take, and it has nothing to do with what I just said. But I think honestly they kind of did Jenna dirty this season with giving her the mirror ball and then getting her eliminated first round.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, a lot of people can't say they're super surprised, because I don't think part of the franchise's goal is to give the same person the mirror ball back to back.
Yeah.
And another thing is I've seen videos like a lot lately about how like Robert brought Whitney's spark back after all of these years, or just like how the last like 2 seasons or something has like brought back the spark of so many of the pros.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the drama. Or like something that I found so cool was Riley's like first season, there was like some drama with her partner or something.
Harry Jowsey.
Yeah. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
But there's something. And then she got partnered with Steven. And Steven and Riley's freestyle will forever live in my heart.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was so good. And then like the same thing happened with Ezra, where he got a convicted felon as his first partner. And then he also and then he got paired with an Olympian and brought their spark back. I think
so good.
Is amazing. I think because it was Jan's first season, like I think he was very fortunate to have Jen as his partner. I think they were so fun, and again, they're both so talented. Wow, my throat is so dry.
Yeah. Well, one thing I know it's like the point of the show to get eliminated, but like I just wish I could see like Corey and Baron, who got eliminated first. Like I wish I could see more of what they could do.
Yeah, because I feel like even though you're like old or you're just an athlete, or whatever, you have no dance experience, I feel like with all activities, if you keep trying, you get better.
For sure.
So even though they were there for 2 weeks, we didn't get to see their full potential. Or like I remember last season when Emma was paired with, who was her partner last year? Oh my goodness, I don't remember. But I remember
it was some older guy.
Yeah, and they were eliminated pretty early on. And during the tour, they made a joke about how they had like those big feather things, and she made a joke about like hiding his feet, so like the judges wouldn't see his footwork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The tours are so fun because they make so many goofy jokes, and I hope we do go this.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I really want to go.
It'll probably be next year.
Yeah.
I noticed that the tour both starts and ends in Akron, so like
I know.
Go Ohio.
Too. Yeah.
But like I was looking the other day, and like the Akron the tour starts in January, I'm pretty sure. I noticed that the Akron show like sold out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or like the only tickets that are up for grabs are like resale tickets that are like at least $100. So we'll see what happens in that world. I love this year because like last year the only co-host was Steven, but this year we have Andy, Elaine, and Danielle.
Yeah,
that is so fun. But I think the only ones that are going to be in Ohio at any point are Elaine and Danielle. I don't think is there going to be.
No, it's Andy. Andy's one of the Cincinnati show in Ohio.
Oh
yeah,
I think Andy is such an icon. I don't know.
He's definitely going to be the best host. I feel like
he's going to be so funny, and I love just I would love to see how each show varies with them being co-hosts, or like just how the shows vary with like when there's celebrities there.
Yeah.
Because it's just like with any live performance, if there's like a last minute change that has to happen, or like a swing has to go on, just stuff like that. Because being like put on last minute or making changes like that is something that it takes like real performers to do. And if that's like, I don't think people who have never experienced that will never truly know how difficult it can be.
Yeah,
because it's a lot. But Oh my gosh, my throat like actually hurts. I'm
Mine
so
does,
invested
too.
in this conversation.
Yeah.
But
Did you hear about how Alfonso said that they're doing a Christmas thing next week?
yeah, what is that?
I don't know, but I'm invested to know what it
I
is.
know.
I'll probably have to watch it.
I know I might. I don't think I'm doing anything next Tuesday. Honestly, my Tuesdays look pretty the same every week, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing remarks?
This was a good season.
I know. I'm really excited for
Very
next season.
tough
I
to
know.
decide. Well, how did you like set up your voting system?
What do you mean?
Like, did you? I saw on TikTok this girl who's like for the finale. She gave Alex like 9 votes, but then she gave Robert like 10. Like,
Mhm.
did you vote for like everyone you liked, or you only voted for like one person, or like how did you do that?
Let's see. On the finale, because obviously during like the first handful of episodes, I voted for like a good, like I voted for multiple people because I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure they all moved on.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got to the finale, I voted for Robert because I wanted him to win. I gave him 10 votes, and I never voted on the website because I didn't want to go through
I
all
did
that.
the finale was the first time I voted on the website.
I never did that. Although I did text one of my friends that I talked to. She's probably watching this. Hey girl, you know who you are. But we were talking, and literally she was like, we were talking throughout the day, and then she texted me later in the evening, and she was like, I forgot to tell you something. And I didn't even respond with like what, or like
Yeah.
like any sort of concern. I texted her, text Robert 10 times to 21523. Or I pulled up to church choir rehearsal that day, and I was like, when we all leave here, pull out your phone and text Robert 10 times to 21523. And they all looked at me like I was crazy because they're all like 3 times my age.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
I voted for Alex for the finale, and
Yeah.
I pulled my boyfriend's phone from him and texted it too.
But I voted for him because I wanted him to win, and then I voted for Jordan 10 times because I wanted to make sure she had her 3rd place position rightfully, and that was it. And because all of them deserve all of the votes in the world.
Yeah.
But when it came down to it, I would have been happy with any position that anybody got.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would have had different reactions otherwise.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with the way things ended out, and I'm glad everybody else is happy. Have you seen like the videos of like them on like the planes or whatever, or like the video of like Jordan with like the champagne, the massive champagne bottle that went like everywhere, and they were all just like having drinks or whatever, and I was like, I'm so happy for them. It's such a good time, and I'm looking forward, because even though it's going to be so sad for them, I'm looking forward to the fact that they're going to be able to like rest their bodies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've all taken away like so much, like besides confidence. I'm sure they've figured out how to take care of themselves, both mentally, physically, emotionally. So I hope that they can all move forward with those like new habits or the different mindset. But I'm looking like, I'm sure they're all happy to be able to get the sleep at night that they need and be able to rest and not have to be at the rehearsal studio at 5 a.m.
Yeah, dancing
working for
is
hours.
Definitely tiring.
Yeah, I've never danced in it. Actually, I've done, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11 musicals.
Yeah.
So, but none of that is fancy. None of that is fancy. I think the most interesting it got was, what was the most dance-heavy number I've ever been a part of? I might want to say Grease Lightning from Grease.
I was gonna say
that one was quite the spectacle. Exactly. A lot of it goes into being like a big grand spectacle because, you know, there's a big old car in the middle of the screen. There's screen in the middle of the stage. There's a bunch of people on the stage. There's crazy lights going on. And it was, yeah. But again, you'll probably never catch me competitively dancing because I'm not cut out for that. I don't think I will ever be cut out for that. And that is okay because that's what makes life so beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're all different. Anything else?
I don't think so.
It was a pleasure debriefing this episode full.
For sure.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
We finally made the plans out of the group chat. Because a fun little thing to note is she's been here since this podcast was like the most smallest fragment of an idea. And she's texted me multiple times, just being like, can we film a pod? Can we film a pod? And I'm just like, just anytime somebody texts me that, I was like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? And then one day, I kid you not, I was in the shower and it spawned into my head. And I texted her as soon as I got out. I was like, I just had the most genius idea. Let's talk about Dancing with the Stars. And she's like, I knew you were going to say something like that.
Yes.
And now here we are, and we worked around your boyfriend's schedule. And I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful episode because it was so much fun. So much fun.
Can't wait for the next season.
I know.
Can't wait.
So, like, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. Her socials are going to be in the description. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was so much fun. Cue the non-existent outro.